Hi, good afternoon. Missrunriot here. Hope you're all well. Yep. As you can see, a little bit different today. I'm not dressed up in my tracksuit. I've already been out and I've already done 13 miles with a friend this morning, and I've got to say the weather's changing now, so it's definitely getting warmer as you're out running. So just make sure that when you are training, that you are taking some kind of hydration with you, whether it's isotonics or whether it's water. Just make sure that, of course, you obviously are out there and you have got some kind of hydration with you. So if you're doing anything sort of over sort of 5 miles, I think you probably be okay. Just as long as up to 5 miles, maybe a little bit of water with you is quite good. But the tip from me, he's been a runner for the past 16 years really, is you need to drink quite a lot before you go out, and obviously you need to replenish when you come back in. So that's quite essential. I always recommend. It sounds silly, but I've got two brothers who are both ex-Royal Marine Commandos, and they always said to me, just make sure that you have a glass about that big, there we go, about that big, Ribena, water to that concentrate, and a couple of spoons of sugar in it, and actually a spoon of salt as well, because obviously when you're out running and you're getting sweaty, then of course your potassium levels are dropping, which again you do need to replenish your salts and sugars while you're out running. So again, make sure obviously if you're going over 5 miles, make sure you have some kind of isotonic drink with you. Now if you're training for a half marathon, something like high five, which is I'll write it down actually so you can see. I actually use I've got last one, so I'll write it down. It's like high five. There you go. You can see high five, and they're like energy gels, and the cyclists tend to use them if they're going going on really long sort of treks. So I always think high five is quite good for when you're out running as well. So I think nothing harms you in having an energy gel just to get you through that last couple of miles if you're feeling tired. Anything over 13 miles, again, you need to be hydrated, so you need to make sure you obviously do take some kind of isotonic drink with you, water. You can always buy a belt as well to sort of strap round. I know when I went out this morning, and my friend, excuse me, she had a bottle, and I looked at her, and it's actually a fruit shoot bottle, and she just filled it with water, and that's absolutely adequate and more than suffice. So Missrunriot's tip of today is just make sure again that you're hydrated while you're out running. Don't be dehydrated, because again it will affect your performance and you'll end up really starting to hate running. But I want you all to get into it and to enjoy it. It's a great sport. It's something that you can do for the rest of your life as long as you look after yourself and replenish your trainers every couple of months. A friend of mine who does do an awful lot of marathon training, again, you don't quote me on this, the best thing to do is obviously is to get the advice from Up and Running, which is quite a great running shop, and they will always give you loads of advice and different things. They put you on treadmills and assess your training capacity and assess how you should be putting your feet down and things like that. But she says to me that normally you've got about a lifespan in a pair of trainers of about 500 miles, and then you need to look at replacing your trainers. Now, for someone like me who does run an awful lot, I have about 3 pairs of different trainers on the go, and the ones at the moment I've got are New Balance, and I've got to say I've never purchased a pair of New Balance before. I wasn't really sure whether they would be right for me, but I've got to say they are absolutely brilliant. So I can't recommend New Balance, Asics, and obviously the new Brooks range actually. And Brooks range has always been quite manly, I think, and I've never really pulled towards me actually looking at it, but they've brought out a pair of pink ones, so I do think the next pair of trainers that I'll go for will definitely be the new Brooks pink range, which is quite exciting. So yeah, hydration, good pair of trainers. Don't forget, I'm still working on this sports bra for you, because again it's the scientific side of it as well. I want you all to be comfy and to be happy, and obviously the product that I'm going to produce. But again, please keep it coming in. Let me know your thoughts and let me know the kind of bras that you use. Our holding page is being set up now in the next couple of weeks, so obviously you can visit the site, and I'm not going to put anything on there that I don't think is going to obviously endorse well-being and health. And also, if you do have breast enlargement surgery, just be mindful this time of the year, if you're taking up running, as you can see mine today, they're actually quite swollen. They do swell in the heat, and that's one thing I will say. So always make sure that you're quite comfy while you're out running. And also straps. That was a conversation I had this morning with a friend of mine. It's the straps as well on your bras. You need to make sure they're quite thick. So again, it gives that support and it holds you up. Have a great afternoon, everybody, and again, keep liking my Facebook page, and also keep adding me on Twitter as well, because I want to know what you're all up to. Lots of great challenges coming up as well. Look, keep online, keep on the internet, have a good look round. Lots of achievable things that you can, again, start off a small training program to achieve to get to an end goal. So look out for some challenges too. Okay, guys, have a great afternoon. Bye.